you know, we'll see when that happens, if it's going to be, you know, at a level 3 where he passed bottom, or is it going to be when they lane swap top side to try to get away from this Caitlyn, that Peanut's there to try to punish. Peanut, you're like, what's my angle? Delight can't go through here, has to walk around the other side. Lehen's blocking him completely, and just, there really isn't one. It's like, I hope Calyx makes a mistake. That's the best we can hope for.
Well, Peanut going to get engaged on here. Sorry, Lehen's going to get engaged on here by Peanut, as the Cocoon is going to be traded. And Lehen's just buying time so that these grubs go over. There was a bit of a scuffle there towards the bottom as I was watching this spider scuttle away. And Gideon, he knows exactly what he wants. He eats the stun there as well, gorgeously. That's first blood, just napped by Lehen's. And Zeka now at 200 health. The Noodles are really cooking well today.
Yeah, and I think Hanwha Life really shouldn't have tried to stick around and try to force a play there in the mid lane. And Peanut is also just dead, right?
Yeah, there's the flash over from Zeka, but the flash in answer from Calyx. Zeus will put down the rise and now looks for even more. Oh my god, this guy's Jace is so scary. That Gideon gets out, but does have to invest a lot, as now it's his turn to come on over and pay a visit to Peanut. He'll pick up a rock. And you can see Peanut not actually going to be able to stand his ground. Wall comes up here towards the top side as now Lehen's could be in trouble. The threaded volley comes down, but it splits off this spider, and it's going to be Viper taking out his former teammate.
All right, well, that's a successful play there on the top side.
Oh god, Bingen actually trading quite nicely here as the needlework going to be avoided.
Gideon's here.
Making his way down though. And the Impale will be moved out of the way of, and now Zeus is going to turn it. This time no flash for Gideon, and this Jace is just too good. The Realm Warp does come in, and now they're still in trouble. How is Zeus going to outplay this? That's the question I have on my mind. The answer is, I guess we just shoot him a bunch of times. As down goes the Gwen, he's immortal.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best top laner in the world, his name is Zeus. He was like, you die 100% if I put the Impale here, even if you avoid it, you're going to walk back towards the Glen. He still lives. Insane, insanity.
He's a really good player.
Yeah, he's very important. Zeus, he picked this knowing the Gwen was up. He was happy to do it.
Yep, Chains of Corruption going to connect here as there's a Glacial Prison as well. The Chain CC onto Calyx. He is trying to run his way out, but doesn't have flash, and that's Viper picking it up with a flash of his own. Zeka gets out of there. He does indeed do so, as the Weaver's Wall is now on cooldown as well. So the first dragon going to be in the pockets of Nongshim.
And they do not commit to try to contest the dragon, even though they had a little bit more control down there. Vision was Nongshim's, as Calyx wants to fight.
Yeah, he's looking for the angle here.
We're just going to trade soul laners hitting turrets.
Yep, and they knew that they were all going to be waiting there, but the Gwen is still going to die. Gideon gets into position, but not going to be able to find anything. The Impale comes out, he holds 2 in position, and Viper just kills him. So, despite the fact that this was all information that they had, they're not really going to be able to do anything about it, and that is going to be feats of strength going on over to HLE at the same time as they take first turret.
Yeah, this is just more power in the setup here for Nongshim, whereas Calyx and Lehen, sure, they're happy to trade for a turret. They want to get their own top side. That's the best you can hope for right now. Viper on 3 kills.
Oh, Lehen's going to find him once again. This time, the Cocoon is not going to connect, and the Chains of Corruption does. So Viper just kills it.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was alluding to. I was like, Viper has 3 kills, so I don't know if you can find anything on him anymore. Lehen said, well, give it a good old college try.
Yeah.
And
not sure about that.
Viper said, we don't call it that here. We call it university, and
yeah, and you're dead.
This top wave until just now. They both have TP for this dragon, as Peanut is going to clear this ward, and...
Yeah, and I think the Elise is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Not even given the option to use Repel, because he's just dead. Not even able to go into Spider Form.
Peanut was on the ward he was clearing. It wasn't a mystery, so he cleared the ward and cleared the Lehens.
Yeah. And that's a happy penguin, as that's going to be the end of that turret, utilizing the Rift Herald very nicely. And all of a sudden, this game went from being Nongshim had some like cool things that they were able to do to this game is really almost over.
Yeah, I think we know who the great challengers are in this one.
Yes.
No comments from him as he destroys Lehens.
Lehens, of course, is just happy to keep going in as he flashes, does get ignited and does go down to the last tick there from Delight. Zeus moving on over as well, as then the Impale does come on down. Do they manage to get it? And yes, it's Q getting a really nice combo there. Now in the brush trying to line up these headshots, but I don't think Nongshim are going to have too much more. Zeka not even able to throw Jiu through the rocks because Jiu's already trying to get the heck out of there. And they will lose their top laner, but they sacrifice him for 3. So
yeah.
Sort of aggression that Nongshim are putting towards them. Now Otacon going to be started here. It's the voracious variety.
It's not an engaged support that Lehens is playing. You know, he's playing a cocoon support. He can't do anything but cocoon towards his Otacon, so he can't engage on anybody. There's no target. I mean, Viper's got his Edge of Night. Like, who do you even kill here? How do you even get past Peanut?
Well,
good luck.
I think they're going to try and send someone.
They don't even have Realm Warp.
And Gideon is here. Does have Smite, as now the Weaver's Wall to try and break them apart. Great seismic shove will connect at the same time as they're also able to take down the Otacon. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that, as Lehen's going to get slowed down by Peanut. He takes a lot of damage as the Grand Starfall does come in. I think these withdrawals are going to start coming through thick and fast, but there are some kills at the same time as Jiu trying to stand his ground, and it's not quite working. The flash out there as Zeka finds a great angle for the seismic shove, and somehow Zeus always survives on like 10 health.
It's a 16-3 kill game now. Chased by Zeus, and now they're just getting completely destroyed by the entire team.
Mainly Zeus and Viper, though. I think Viper has had a phenomenal game so far. This guy's Varus has been so good throughout his entire career, but we're really seeing him be allowed to carry here for this team. 5-0-5 right now on this champion as Lehen's going to go up into the sky, try to avoid some things, but then gets hit by everything and the kitchen sink. Zeus, he takes the turret shot, some sort of skill shot, but it's not going to take any more damage. Here as the seismic shove brings Kingen back into melee range with Zeka, and this is the state of the game.
Yeah,
Talia is happy to go face first into a Gwen.
If they had a wave, like we might actually be talking about this game is in fact ending now. As at least they get something back on the other side. They force the teleport. They will get this bounty.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be a punish here, but you know, I mean that's sure +1 thing that Nongshim got. 2 turrets, 3 grubs, 3 kills. The rest of the map is blue. The rest of your screen is blue. Lehen's is going to make it slightly less blue, but then...
Oh dear, he's just going to die. Wow, you blink and you miss it. He's 1-7. Of course, 9 deaths was the Beryl special in the game that they were actually able to win, concluded. The second dragon will go over to HLE, though, as now Gideon going to drive on forward, looks for Zeka, doesn't get the wall stun, though, as Delight also holding onto the engage option, but they do just throw the Skarner back. Zeka is himself actually kind of gigantic right now, 3-0-5. And you can see Gideon unable to really stand against him. As okay, Grand Starfall going to come on through. Delight going to be alone, though, as the Realm Warp going to be utilized. That brings Calyx over. Delight does kill the Skarner, but he trades 1 for 1. And maybe with how far Nongshim are behind, this could be a good outcome.
No, they gotta have a little fun. Calyx is not having a little fun.
No, this is, he's dead.
I really didn't think this was going to be the series that was...
Perhaps Kingen is also dead, as, he did have some mist for a few moments, and Viper did go relatively low. There's the flash forward from Lehens. He knows this is all he wants. He just wants to kill Viper.
He's healing it up.
He's going to be okay. He's going to be A-okay. Baron not going to be around for too much longer here and not going to be contested by Nongshim either, as we have a 9,000 gold lead. It's almost 10.
I mean, this is not the series I thought that was going to look like this. I thought potentially it was going to be the DNF T1 series where it's just... or that Hanwha Life and Zeus became Super Saiyan, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah, one of those is Peanut's going to get a cleanse out of Jiu, and they do manage to separate the Elise. It looked almost like they were apprehensive, like, do we have to kill him again? And the answer was they may as well. Impale going to come on through, but the seismic shove just pulls Viper out of the maw of death. Peanut there to stand in front of him yet again. Protect the president is absolutely right as Zeus dives in on top of Jiu, and Zeka will be able to finish him off. The Jace will be the noble sacrifice this time around, but the Nexus is still going to fall here, and HLE not pulling any punches here in round 2 as the sad B comes in for Kingen just before the Nexus does go down.
There are only 2 series wins.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.